Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today we are playing Starmade. And what you see before you is an elevator. In fact, it is a 3-unit elevator, 3-level elevator that does not have a lift portion. We'll get to that in a little bit. In fact, let's put a build block up on top and let's use that one instead of this one underneath. Because we're going to be you're getting in and out of the build block quite a bit. Alright, and this is using my 7x7x7 modular building. I was able to save the logic for all this in a template. And I'd like to pull it apart and reduplicate it with you so we can see how to build one of these guys. Alright, so I have a 7x7x7 frame. You can make this any size you want. This is just the size I'm using now. So I want 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because I have 3 floors, and then I have all the wiry guts in the bottom here. So what are we gonna need? We're gonna need a rail docker for our lift portion. We're gonna need some rails and some logic stuff. Okay. Now we're gonna start off with our rails. Let's see. And you just want it to go to the top, or to the, maybe not necessarily the top, but to wherever you want your lift to go. In fact, let's hop out and let's build a lift real quick, or the platform. See, that's going up. Alright, where am I? Come on, work with me. So I want to put this behind me going up. There we go. I hit G to bring the selection tool up. Alright. And now we have a one-way elevator. Okay. And to make it pretty, we're just going to add a platform here. We aren't going to beautify this. We're just going to show you that it works. And I'm going to try to show you that it works and how it works. Alright. So we don't need to be in here anymore. We need to jump back into our build block. Alright, we're back in our build block. Now, we need some sensor indicators telling me where the lift is. So I'm going to get rid of these. Alright. There. That's where it stops on the first floor, and I need the position of the second. So when this top panel's lined up with this, it'll be one down, and you can set this to build it however you need it. In fact, we need that one more. Alright. Oh no, it's facing the wrong way. Yes, it is. Don't worry. We will fix that. Alright. Or that won't matter here in a little bit. I like buttons, so we're going to use 3 buttons. And I'm going to line them up like so. And what are the directions we need them to go? Well, we need one to go up. Or we need them all to go up. We need them all to go down. And we're going to set one here to go to the side. So them all going up, we're going to select all those rails and all going down. And hit them, make sure they work. Coming up, and it's going down. Alright, except we don't have this one set to anything. Alright, the one that's going to the side, we're going to go up and find which rail is going to be the stopping point for that. So we want them all down, now hit to the side. There. And that should be the stopping point for the middle floor. Now this is easiest to do with 3 floors, you can do it with more, but the logic gets really hairy. Well, in my experience it does. Alright. Now, I would like... How did I do it over here? I'd like 3 activation blocks. Except I have those as buttons, don't... No, I have these as buttons. I don't own activation blocks anymore. I own the buttons. Alright, we're going to do 2 in, 3 buttons, 2 in with 3 buttons, and 2 in with 3 buttons. You can place these anywhere. I'm putting them right here because reasons. And 2 in, and I want 3 buttons. And I want all the top buttons to control the top activation module. all the middle buttons to control the middle activation module. And guess what the bottom buttons are going to do? If you said control the bottom activation module, then you are indeed correct. Now, this is probably not the best way to do it, nor is it the most efficient, but it's the way I'm doing it. Get over it. Alright. So now, when I hit up, it turns on that activation module, and we want it just to go up. So now, whatever floor we're on, let's see, we're on the bottom floor. Come on. Alright, we're on the bottom floor. When we want to go up, we hit the up button. And it should take us all the way up. Very good. And the bottom button we're going to hit down. So far so good, not real difficult. Alright, now, what if we want to go to the middle? So here, hit down, it's going to come all the way down. Well, we don't have the middle hooked up to anything. This is where it's going to get fun. Because we're going to need a circuit here to see where the platform is. Then we're going to need a circuit to figure out what buttons we should press. So, let's figure out where the circuit or where the platform is first. Alright, so I'm going to put down 3 activation modules. And we are going to do the top to the top, the middle to the middle, and the bottom to the bottom. So now, that's not what I want to do. I want to hit that one. So now, see, as it goes up, it triggers each one, and it should trigger this one at the top and say, oh, the platform is on the top floor. And so now down here we can tell, oh, the platform is on the top floor. Okay. So, we need some more logic. We're going to need an AND. Actually, we're going to need 2 ANDs. Let's see, how did I wire that up? And okay. Ah, okay. That's not bad. Alright, and we're also going to need a delay block. This delay block is going to fire the middle. And both these AND blocks are going to go to the delay. But we need inputs for the delay, or the ANDs. So we need this button to fire both those. So see, now they're on, and they're going to fire. Except we don't need both of them to fire at the same time. So we need to choose, we're going to take the top here. We're going to set it to the one on the left, the bottom to the one on the right. So now, if I'm on the top floor, and I want to go to the middle floor, this one fires. Okay. And that's not actually going to do anything because I haven't set it up properly. And if I'm on the bottom, and the platform is on the bottom, then this one should fire. Alright, so let's undo all that because I messed something up along the line. Okay, so if it's on the bottom, which it is now, but it's... There we go. Sometimes you have to reset and set to get everything to work right with logic. Alright, so if you're on the bottom, and you want to go to the middle, so it's hooked up to this, what way do we need to go? Well, the bottom needs to go up, and the top needs to go down. So theoretically, now, when I hit middle, this should go up and stop in the middle. Now if I'm on the top, I'm in the top. There we go. I have to give it a second to fire. Alright, I'm on the top. I want to go to the middle. Hit that button, and it goes down to the middle. You have to give it a second to reset, it looks like. Alright. So now let's go through this rat nest of logic I have. I have this set up so these buttons control these activation modules. This activation module, when you hit up, it just sets this rail, everything to go up. Hit these bottom buttons, it sets this rail, everything just go down. The middle, it fires, well, the middle outputs to both of these ANDs. If the platform is on the top position, and you hit the middle button, it tells, at first it says set everything down, because we need to be moving down. and hits a delay that then turns that down into a sideways, so it'll stop it there. And let's see. And if, like here, your platform's in the bottom position, and you say you want to move to the middle, it'll fire this AND, which sets, oh, we need to go up, and, by the way, set the middle one to go sideways so it won't actually move. And there we go, we have just built a quick 3-level elevator. Hopefully not too hard to understand, and I prettied it up here. What I like to do on these, or on this one, is I set these lights here, and I turn what level light it was on. So that's the middle one, that's the bottom one, all that. And you're probably going to want a something here so your platform doesn't, or so the platform isn't there, you don't plummet into the underworkings. Now you could take this, you can move it to the side, or to the back, or to the other side of the ship, or to the lower side of the station, or wherever you want it. This is just a quick way that I did. Now, something interesting you can do, for those of you who haven't been watching my my series about modular building, experimenting with it, you can save this as a template. So you can 7x7 by what I have 4 of those, and 4 times 7 is 28 thereabouts. And if you want to save copy paste, copy with your selected area. See, it says pick area. You highlight what you want and click, then paste and set it. Now it doesn't save the docked entity, so you're going to have to build a new platform. And if you want, you can click save and name it. I didn't save. Then load, and you can bring up a list of stuff, and these are the templates I have. Like there, I have a template for a 10x10 frame. That was for a project I was working on. I didn't do quite right, but I have a 7x7 by 7 or 7 cubed 3-level elevator is what I saved it as. And make sure you have it in the right orientation, and you can just plop down an elevator. All you need to do is come back in, add the floor and a platform, and you have a working elevator for a ship or station or whatever your heart so desires. And I was expecting to find the platform on this one, but it was actually over here. It was the one we built together. But you don't have to have them these dimensions. You could have this top floor at, I don't know, 100 above this floor, so the elevator goes down 100 blocks to meet this one, then goes down 300 blocks to meet this levels, or whatever you want. I just built this because it's nice and compact and fits in with the system I've been building with. Oh, and one more thing before I go, just in case we never see each other again. If you think your elevator's too slow, add a... I don't know which one's the one I have. Okay. Add a rail speed controller. Hook it to all those, and also hook it to a couple, or just one activation module, and your elevator will move faster. If you think it moves too fast, you can hook that up and say, oh, I want it to go 1/4 of the speed, and it's a percentage of how many activated they go. So if you really, really hate your visitors and don't need to get anywhere anytime soon, or you just really like riding elevators, you can set it slow. Or if you have a real pretty landscape that you want to elevate through, you can do it like that. I guess you could also do a sideways elevator if you turn this over. Also one thing about templates. When you start rotating them, the rails don't always line up properly like they did there. Come on, I'm trying to make a point here. Yeah, the rails don't always line up properly, so that's easy to fix. Just remember what order you have these set to. For this, I have this one to side, down, and up. Let's see, so I just need to do up. I know I wired this one different than the one we did together. To the side and down. Then just hit a button and it fixes itself. So it's real easy. If you get everything turned around and the rail's wrong, it's real easy to fix. Just replace three buttons. Alright. I've been JW608, this has been Starmade, and this has been a quick tutorial on how to make a quick and dirty 3-level elevator. I know there's probably an easier way to do it, and probably a prettier way to handle the logic, but this is how I did it, and I also saved it as a template, so I never have to do it again. Alright, hope you've enjoyed, hope you've learned something. I'll dig